With FNCS Grand Finals officially being over, it's time to talk about every single thing we learned from Grand Finals and just what we learned from the season in general. This was by far one of the most competitive seasons we have ever seen in Fortnite history. We have so many new storylines going into the Global Championship happening in 2 months now. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new because we are trying to hit 100,000 subscribers one day. Thank you guys all so much for 60K. I can't thank you guys enough. Use code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop if you want to support me even more. Follow me on my Twitter at ChiliKDOG to keep up to date with everything to do with Fortnite competitive, and let's get straight into today's video. All right, so we gotta start off with the back-to-back FNCS champions, Peterbot and Poyo. And to me, I feel like Peterbot is on pace to become the GOAT of Fortnite one day if he is able to place well at the upcoming LAN event. If you look at his average placements in FNCS so far this season, he's gotten a second place and then back-to-back first. So he has an average placement of 1.3 in Grand Finals, which is just absolutely insane, as well as having like the crazy solo cash cup performances last season where he was dropping 40 bombs in finals and winning 6 out of 6 games in the dual cash cup. If he is able to place well at LAN, there is literally nothing that the haters can say to him anymore. Like if you mention Peterbot, it's always just going to be that he's cheating, and everyone's saying he always flops at LAN. So if he's able to place in the top like 10 of LAN, I think that the accusations would slowly die down and he would finally get like the real credit he deserves. But getting into someone that needs to get more credit, it has to be Poyo. Poyo is on the same team as Peterbot, and I mean, he just gets outshined in literally every single way. We have to be talking about Poyo as well. If you're talking about some of the best players in the world conversation, he definitely has to be in that top 10. Whether you like it or not, he really needs to start getting a lot more credit. I can clearly see he doesn't really care about the spotlight really all that much, but he still should be getting more credit than what he gets right now. All right, next let's talk about Margolin and Mr. Savage, and their whole season and potentially rest of the year got ruined because of one simple update a day before Grand Finals. This team was literally looking like one of the best teams in the whole region. Like in FNCS heats and the recent dual cash cups they placed third in. Like this team was on such an increase over the last couple of weeks. Like everybody thought that no doubt this team was going to be able to make the LAN event. Some people even thought that they could sneak into like the top 5, maybe even the top 3 of Grand Finals. But then literally a day before Grands, Fortnite puts out an update to completely remove the respawns of cactuses, which ruined their whole surge plan, and it was very obvious that that change massively affected them in Grand Finals. So from a team that should have literally been playing in the LAN event soon to them now both going on vacation now and going back to EU most likely, like there could literally not be another FNCS for like 6 months. So I'm really not sure when the next time we are actually going to see these two again. It's really unfortunate for like a content side and like for how many people love Margol and Mr. Savage. Epic Games really did kind of just screw him over here. You do just have to feel bad for them. Hopefully this experience was good for them though, and they're able to come back even stronger next year during FNCS. Whether it's duos, whether it's trios, whatever the game mode next is going to be, I really hope they do still play together because the chemistry that this team has gained over the last like year and a half, they might have some of the most chemistry in the whole world. So I mean, shout out to Margol and Mr. Savage for the incredible run that they put us through this whole season. I really hope Margol doesn't quit as well. All right, next we got to talk about Bugha could become the undisputed GOAT if he does good at the Global Championship LAN event, because of the fact that right now like the top 3 in Fortnite history is pretty much just Bugha, Tayson, and Miro, and both Tayson and Miro did not qualify for the LAN event. A lot of people give the edge to Miro right now just because he has like 5 FNCS wins as well as the recent Global Championship win, but I think Bugha could really like put himself over the edge now if he's able to place like top 5, top 3. If he's able to win it, he's 100% the undisputed GOAT right now. It's honestly so crazy that Tayson didn't qualify for a Global Championship. It doesn't even sound real to say. Like Tayson has been known as, like I've been saying, like literally the GOAT of Fortnite for so long now, and so seeing him move to NA and not even being able to qualify is just absolutely insane. They were another team that was massively messed up by the cactus change though, so I do want to give them a little bit of slack for that, but still, I mean, it's not really the best look for Tayson. As well as Pink and Miro placed like 40th or something in Grand Finals, I think. So I mean, it just wasn't a very good performance for either of those two teams. So this is really Bugha's chance to prove to everybody why he is the best player of all time. All right, let's talk about Clix now, and Clix has literally dedicated his whole life to this game, and in all of the I've watched almost every single one of Clix's FNCSs that he has ever played in, even dating back to when he used to play World Cup, and this was like the first time that I really saw the potential in him to be able to win an FNCS. I thought the one season where he played with Scented and he actually got banned because of like the pizza thing was the other real chance that he had to be able to win, but this season I really thought he was going to be able to do it or at least pull off his best placement. Him falling all the way down to 4th is honestly really disappointing. Like if he was able to place like 2nd second or even like third, then I think a lot more people would be like, yeah, this was an insane season for him, and I think he would be a lot more happy about it. But the fact that he literally placed exactly the same as he placed with Epic Whale like 2 seasons ago, when he was literally winning the tournament for 9 out of 12 games, I just don't think that helps his mentality at all. We also have to talk about how insane Vino actually is. Like, that dude was going insane on day 1. On day 2, he was still playing good, just not at the same caliber that he was playing on day 1. If Clix could have played to like the Vino level in day 2 and like really took over for that team, but Clix just didn't have any like insane performance. He didn't have like any crazy solo clutch, any like crazy play in all of grand finals. And if you want to be able to win, you either have to be super consistent, and unfortunately, since they were getting griefed, they couldn't be super consistent, or you have to have some crazy pop-off games, and they just didn't have either of those. So I mean, obviously you're not going to be able to win a grands with neither of those things going for you. We also have to give credit to Batman, Booga, and Rapid for living up to the hype of all season. They were always like a decently known team, being able to place in like that top 15 to like top 10 sometimes, and then they came out of nowhere, moved to 0 ping, and won the first duo cash cup of the season. Then a lot of people were saying it was like a fluke and everything. Then they got like second in the next duo cash cup, then won the next duo cash cup, then placed top 3 in FNCS heats, and then they came to grand finals and ended up placing second place in grands. And this is with them going Grim Gate, not even having like a super overpowered drop spot or anything like that. The pure skill on this team is clearly there. The potential for this duo for the global championships, as well as just the future of Fortnite, is going to be so insane for them. Both of these players are so young, and the fact that they were able to live up to the hype proves that they can do it at a high level as well. All right, finally, I have to talk about Acorn and Cold, and the fact that they have a case to be one of the best duos in the world. It just doesn't get talked about enough to me. I feel like you hear so much about like Peterbot and Poyo, Clix and Vino, obviously, and like those type of players, but Cold and Acorn have quietly been one of the most consistent duos this whole chapter. I mean, besides like last FNCS, like I'm pretty sure they won the FNCS before that, and then they just placed 3rd place, having an insane day 2 comeback. Whenever this team is uncontested, or even if they are contested, they're still able to win grand finals and just place extremely well. If I had to make an early prediction for a global championship, I think this team is no doubt a top 5, maybe even a top 3 team there. All I know though is that since FNCS grand finals is over, we gotta start bringing the hype to the LAN event and the global championship in 2 months, because we're really not gonna have like any crazy Fortnite tournaments for like a while now. I'm still gonna try my best to make a bunch of content though, so if you guys are new to the channel, just subscribe right now and turn on notifications. Use code KDog in the Fortnite item shop if you want to support me even more. Follow me on my Twitter at ChiliKDog to keep up to date with me. YouTube says you'll enjoy one of these 2 videos up on the screen, so go check them out if you haven't already. Thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.